Ladies and gents, welcome back. Now, Justin Trudeau in recent days has declared a state of emergency. He's invoking the Emergencies Power Act. Emergencies Act? They keep changing the name. The War Measures Act. So he has said that this is the move that they have to do. I mean, talking to the people is definitely not in his arsenal of things to do. But let's see what a younger Justin Trudeau had to say. This is him back in 2012. He says, when a government starts trying to cancel dissent or avoid dissent, it's when it's rapidly losing its moral authority to govern. Now, this is something that he said about Stephen Harper back when Harper was the prime minister and the Conservative Party was in control. I mean, I'm not going to say that any politician is worth trusting, period, but, well, let's just see what he had to say during that campaign as well.
There's a level of admiration I actually have for China because their basic dictatorship is allowing them to actually turn their economy around on a dime and say...
Basic dictatorship. Well, he's definitely being accused of usurping that power in recent days and weeks. I mean, what is it they say? First, they ignore you. And I'd like to point out that this is exactly how this is going. First, they ignore you is what Gandhi said, Mahatma Gandhi said. And with this protest, the convoy, the CBC actually tried to report that they were in a grievance. Their grievance was traffic and road conditions. Turns out not the case. And they went all the way across the country from British Columbia in the beginning to protest mandates. Then they laugh at you. So they tried to ridicule them. They tried to slander them. They tried to call them racists, misogynists. And it turned out that none of that was true. So that didn't work. Then they fight you. And that's the stage that we're at in the inevitability of winning. That's the stage that we are at. Now, Justin Trudeau, turns out, has always had aspirations for using the War Measures Act, or Emergencies Act, as they call it now. Telling email from a correspondent referencing Wikipedia, even the pandemic itself did not constitute a crisis severe enough to warrant martial law. I just wanted to bring to your attention the fact that the COVID-19 pandemic itself was rejected by premiers as not being sufficient enough to enact the Emergencies Act. Dumbfounding, Kevin. Proposed in response to COVID-19 pandemic. Further information, COVID-19 pandemic in Canada. On April 9th, 2020, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau sent a letter to the provincial and territorial premiers to consult about invoking the Emergencies Act due to the COVID-19 pandemic in Canada. Well, consultation with the provinces is a required step before the act can be triggered. Prime Minister's office said there was no present plan to invoke it and that doing it so remained a last resort. On a conference call between Trudeau and the premiers later that day, the premiers communicated their unanimous opposition to invoking that act. Interesting things coming to light. Now, this is a visual history of the War Emergencies Measures Act. And this would be 1914. That was the First World War, where Canada jumped to the aid of the world. This would be 1939, where Canada once again jumped to the aid of the world. 1970, it was invoked because there was the FLQ was a group that abducted and ended the life of a member of parliament, I believe it was. And here we are in 2022 when the dangerous bouncy castles of Ottawa are impeding on the lives of the everyday citizens from coast to coast. That is the clown world that we live in, ladies and gents. But we have we have the word on the street, and here's how it goes.
Well, guys, it's getting worse down here. Somebody bought Connect 4. This is big time. We need help. Help! Look at you, Justin. Look what you did to your country. You brought us all back together, you fucking idiot. Freedom!
So that's how it goes on the street. Now, in recent time, I've been getting a lot of views on the channel, but I want to share the love to some other creators that have been making content of this sort. And today in particular, I want to send everyone over to Wevs, Kevy Wevs YouTube channel to check out this video that he made. It's an excellent presentation for anyone that wants to share what's going on in Canada, what the truth is about the actual protest in Ottawa, what's happening. There are a lot of people that are confused, and well, I'll give you the first little bit of the video, and then you guys can go down into the description down below and check out the link.
Hey, welcome to the Canada Get Back to Normal video. A video that anyone can easily pass around to explain what's being asked. Now, while some truckers that went to Ottawa have certainly made this ask go viral, this isn't all about truckers anymore. This is now about all Canadians. Yes, even you. So before we get started, let's get one thing straight, right from the beginning. This isn't about race. This isn't about supremacy. This isn't about sex. This isn't about marginalized people. This isn't about fringe. This isn't about anti-vax. This isn't about irresponsibility. This isn't about some occupation. Hey, you might have conflated protest in recent years with those kinds of things, but this is not that. This is good old dissenting against our government protest. A peaceful protest. A shovel in the sidewalks, cleaning up all the garbage, dancing in the streets, kids in bouncy castles, peaceful protest. And if you notice, it's people of all races, all groups, all creeds, all political leanings. Because this is about all Canadians. Again, yes, even you.
So I want to thank you guys all for your support in recent times. All the comments have been fantastic. You guys are amazing. Yeah, just keep on sharing videos out. Get the information out to as many people as you can. And as always, keep on trucking.